You are watching raw gameplay of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater from the Tokyo Game Show demo. They had Creator Lounge where these people, I guess, are allowed to showcase the footage, even though it's off camera and this isn't the best quality. We can see a lot of things in action, and one of the stuff I wanted to see was how you interact with the enemies because that's an important part of the game. And of course, we got so much environments to break down, and we're gonna probably dive deep into this footage throughout the time here. But we want to just showcase this is the exact replica of the original location. For those that are new, I've been playing this game enough to know what it is, and so yeah. And there's not audio, so apologies, but I'll do some navigation here. So he was shooting without a silencer. He basically cautioned everybody, and this ladder has always been there. Pretty much everything is identical. Of course, the graphics are better, mechanics are better, but overall, it's looking like a good replica. But look at the detail in the rocks. Again, this is not me controlling the game. The Creator Lounge has allowed players to share this. I guess Konami's being kind enough, but personally would have liked the direct feed so we can break this down with the visuals. But as you can see, the Karrakins and all of the good stuff is there. And so far, so good. Tons of stuff we're going to get into. Make sure you drop a like if this is informative, interesting, and gets you excited. This funny mechanic, for those that don't know, you can basically go into the viewer and spin around until something very gross happens, which is Snake throwing up. And this is an important feature because there might be some poison or something you eat that's not good, and you can use that to your advantage. So it's not just a silly gimmick, it's actually a gameplay mechanic. And then you see him with his cigar, which does drain your health a little bit. He's walking around with the knife. And again, watching the cutscene loading screens, and we're going to do some breakdowns on some of this. So we're going to pause it in certain areas and show you guys. So right now, as you know, when you're got enemies down, they have these stars on their head for the new players. And once the stars are done, it'll start off at like 6 or 7, and then it'll go down to 1, and then they'll wake up right after. So you got to be very careful. And what we want to do in this demo, of course, we already seen a lot of these things, the thermal goggles, the cigar, the fake your death. All of these things are things that we've seen in the game, so we're getting to see it fully now. And again, using the binoculars, you can check some stuff out. Pretty interesting when it comes to giving these creators a chance to showcase this instead of Konami themselves, which they already did. I have a breakdown of that if you want to watch it. By the way, I got giveaways. Hit the comments and you'll get a chance to get that. And look, this thermal thing, I'm not really into thermal, but there are times you might need it. Things go dark, let's just say. Don't want to spoil everything for the new players. And he goes into the menu. We want to try to check this out, even though I can't really break anything down. We're just looking at the same thing we pretty much saw from the demo, and they don't have a lot of new items in here that we can digest or check out, but good to kind of just get a preview of some of it. And you do pause the game when you go into these side menus, so it is confirmed you're basically pausing the game mid-action, just like the old one. So pretty much loyalists who want the faithful recreation will get it for the most part. This is an important mechanic, and I think it's so amazing that you're able to turn that way. The old days, you didn't have that type of fluidity. So I want you guys to pay attention. As he dodges, he turns and shoots. And this is a Phantom Pain mechanic. And Phantom Pain had a dive system, but this one has a roll system, which is very cool. You can roll into enemies, but you're able to get on your back and use the Phantom Pain to shoot enemies. It's more stealthy and a little more fluid, and I think this is a cool mechanic. Now we're going to watch some actual CQC, close quarter combat. For those that don't know what it is, you can interrogate somebody like he just did right there. Say, hey, where are your friends? Give me something. And, you know, they'll give you an item or whatever it is that they'll say. And then from there, you have different choices. You can hold people up if you didn't know. When you hold them up, you can ask them to take stuff if you aim at their head. And then you can grab them, which he's doing right here. And you can choke them out. You can cut their throat. You can slam them to the floor. There's a lot of options. And again, I'll have a breakdown of this. Of course, it's similar to the previous game. It's not like it's a new mechanic, but I just wanted to see the animations and different features and visuals. Of course, this is low quality. The Creators Lounge got lucky enough to share this info. Props to them, and they're showing the graphics here. But in the end of the day, I want to see from KONAMI directly so we can do a full analyzation. Like, see this mud here? You can't see it. The visual of this isn't high quality. And to be honest, I probably even shouldn't put this video up. I know you guys are excited and happy. I did, but I should ask for a direct feed from KONAMI because it's super necessary and helpful to give you guys all the details properly. But yeah, this mud is insane, dude. Like, what? So yeah, these type of details are funny, but super cool. And then we get what is very interesting, this explosion here. It does feel like the Phantom Pain Ground Zero style right there. He did throw it at the enemies and they got exploded too. And you see, the best thing about this, in my opinion, is when you look at their head, they have the exclamation. And that is the most fun as far as a Metal Gear tradition. You see they get explode, and then the physics of this bridge is something that's been in the game already. If you break off all the strings, basically it makes it imbalanced and people will fall off, you will fall off, and it makes it very difficult. So you see the enemies falling off. Very cool feature in my opinion. Then he jumps into being able to quick tap the radio or camo in 2 seconds, swapping. Such a good feature. It's going to make life easier when you're going through different terrains and you're sneaking around. Now that we're back in the footage that we saw already, I want to talk about this. This is strictly a replica of the original location. There's nothing new that I see here, or maybe grass and details. Like visually, quality wise, it's amazing. A big upgrade. But as far as structure, you're looking at the trees or the gates, all of that is where it originally was. And so right now we're gonna see him go into first person, and the reason I want to pause here is because this first person is looking like the Phantom Pain. The flow of it going from shoulder to first person definitely has the Phantom Pain feel to it, and that's a good thing because Phantom Pain has some of the greatest gameplay in Metal Gear history when it comes to mechanics. And so yes, modernized version is going to be pretty good in my opinion. And I love that. And so that's pretty much the breakdown for this gameplay. We're letting you see some of it again, but I do want to kind of just nitpick on a few things that are important. For me, I want to see the enemies' reactions. I want to know about like locations where they still have all of the same mechanics. Did they erase some of them? Those are interesting topics. Hopefully they didn't, and everything is the same when it comes to some of the mechanics. But yeah, as you can see here, a very cool playthrough, and I'm gonna have a lot more of this. I wanted to just give you guys a sneak peek from the Creators Lounge. Shout out to KONAMI for allowing these creators to post this up. Amazing to say the least, and hopefully we get way more official gameplay direct. That way we're able to break it down for you guys and go from there. The homie Supendia is his name that dropped this footage, so shout out to him. And I'll see if he has a social media to give to you. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed it. I know I did. And comment if you want to try to win a giveaway, or just hang out with us and join our Discord to just vibe out as well, because that's where everything is going to be taking place. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope y'all stay safe, stay blessed out there. See you in Metal Gear Solid Delta.